Welcome back to the channel. We are here getting some more reacts done, and today we're looking at Amber's last video titled "Here's What Really Happened: Getting My First Mammogram and Chicken Chip Taste Test." I do know she looks at these chips. I did scan through a couple reacts to this one, but I haven't seen the whole thing completely in depth. But we're going to get into this. And she's probably going to upload today again, too. She seems to have been, like, she seems to be uploading every other day right now. I don't know, with it being a new month, if she'll lay off of that. We'll see. But I am going to get this one uploaded, edited, uploaded for you. My throat is a little scratchy. It has nothing to do with the strep I had. I tend to get that sometimes. It's like a long-term symptom of having had the vid. I tend to always get these little scratchy throats, but you know, it's not too bad. But if I sound a little raspy or horsey, that's what it is. I have a nice hot cup of coffee. I have her slightly sped up for time because we want to hear what she has to say. If I have to speed her up more, I will. I'm going to skip through anything that might be irrelevant. And I will link her video down below in case you want to go check out the whole thing. This woman has been effectively infuriating people. And she and Foodie both, and then they wonder why their viewership is dropping like a stone in the ocean. So she's got to come up with a new game plan soon, because the lying and the clickbaiting and the recycling the same old is not working anymore, and it's going to continue to not work. So let's see what she has to say. Let's get into it.
I have a mammogram today, and
what? Okay, hold on.
Hello, welcome to a new vlog. Today is actually June 25th. I had to look
So she's still like a week behind.
Down on my computer to see the date, because I'm telling you, I lose track of time. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm actually really nervous. I have a mammogram today, and
a what? Oh my God. I'm sorry. The way she's going to say that word, I know it's like a petty little bitch. It's going to annoy the crap out of me. Is that how she actually says mammogram? It's literally the easiest word you could say. I think she said it weird.
And I've never had one before. I'm 33 years old, having a mammogram.
A mammogram? Like what, Amber? What the hell is that? A mammogram, guys. Mammogram. What are you going to do? Go find some innocent little warm-blooded creature and like take it to the center and put it in the machine and squish it, see if it has any lumps? A mammogram, guys. A mammogram. Not a mammogram. Ugh, God. 140 IQ though, girl. 140 IQ.
You know, it has to get done. So if they see something on the mammogram, I also have an ultrasound.
She's actually pretty young to have one. I'm due to start getting them this year. We don't have a lot of cancer in our family. The one we do have a couple accounts of is in females, and it's colon or colorectal cancer. So I do want to get screened for that too. But I think we'll be pretty good. If they find anything weird with my chest, they can just lop these things off, because they're huge and they're a problem, and I don't care if they're gone. Amber doesn't have any.
But they said if they don't see anything, then I don't do the ultrasound.
She has little bitty ones for being as big as she is.
So we'll see. I'll definitely let you guys know how it goes. But yeah, I am a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, because some people say it hurts really bad.
Yeah, I imagine they're uncomfortable. It depends on maybe like how big they are and your makeup. Some women's chests are just naturally more sensitive than others. I don't like mine like pushed on, or it's uncomfortable, but it's probably never fun. But I don't think it's as bad as we like hype it up to be.
And then other people say, oh no, it's no biggie. It's pretty easy, pretty simple, doesn't hurt. So I don't know. I guess I'll be the judge of that.
I'm sure it'll be some big fiasco, as she says, for you, Amber, because nothing can just go like as planned. You know, it always has to be different for her.
Everyone's experiences is different, so So I'm standing here and I was gonna choose a perfume, and I remembered they gave me like instructions before the mammogram, and they're like, you don't get to wear lotion, you don't get to wear perfume, nothing like that. You guys, I recommend.
Amber, so you need to make sure you take a shower. I'm sorry guys, I'll keep like saying it because I worked in the medical field and I worked with people, and nobody as big as Amber in real life, but close. And once you get that big and you have that many rolls and you have them that much, like probably open like wounds and stuff on your legs, especially her lower legs, there's always going to be some sort of a lingering skin breakdown type of odor.
Recommend these perfumes. I got them from Amazon. They smell so good. They also have some other scents.
Amber, you don't need more perfume.
Three, really, I'm living for the. Seeing this in person, you guys are gonna be like, oh, good. I'm at the breast health place.
The breast health place. Okay, Amber.
But across.
Again, here is a perfect example. I'm sorry I'm stopping so much, but I noticed this. If you look here, if you want to see like why a lot of us truly believe Amber's not losing weight, this is an angle with her phone that the filters do not work, or they don't pick her up, or she doesn't have them on, where you see just how big and full and round her face actually is. I took a grab from the last video, I think it was, that she did, one of the last couple of videos, where it's like that, and her face is getting to be perfectly round again. You can definitely tell she's using the filters. And as far as aesthetics, who cares? You know what I mean? Once you get to be that big, it's just like, what's the point? But it's just more a problem for me because it's dishonesty, because she's using them to make herself look thinner and she's not actually losing weight.
Three, I'm living for the floral marshmallows. So good. I'm at the breast health place.
But yeah, if you look at her face here, you can see just how round she is. And yeah. And this is actually better than the last one. The last video, if I remember, I can't guarantee I will, guys. I'll paste that still from that video somewhere in this section, and you'll see. And it's not an edited picture or anything. I didn't skew it to make her look bigger. It's just a screen grab. The quality, everything is from her video, untouched.
Across here, which I've never seen this in person, you guys are gonna be like, that is so dumb. It's literally a huge Amazon place, and I've never seen one in person.
So like now people can do their due diligence and find out what exact breast care center you went to. So thanks for doxing that, Amber. You basically doxed it because people can figure it out that way. Like, oh, okay, here's the breast center, here's the Amazon plate. Like, why did she do that?
And I'm like, whoa, that's where everything comes from. It's like, so, I don't know. Amazon is like a weird company. I'm not gonna lie.
She's like, oh my God, they do exist. It's like she's excited as if she saw some sort of a magical place or thing like out of myth and legend. Oh my God, guys, an Amazon fulfillment center. Wow. I mean, it's not like you're at Victoria Falls or frickin' Mount Rushmore or something like that. It's a frickin' Amazon building, Amber. Like, she's so shallow and materialistic and sheltered. Oh my God.
Like getting all your stuff so quickly.
And yes, I'm just being petty. You get all your stuff so quickly. Oh my gosh, yes, because all Amber cares about is consuming, whether it's food or social media or shopping. All she cares about is consuming. Like, I'm just being a petty bitch. I am. I do apologize.
I had to let this on.
Yes, Amber, because when you go to a doctor's office and have a procedure, you have to put on the medical gown. You're not special. You're not different. They didn't do it specifically for you.
Y'all, that was so weird.
Perfect example, guys. At the 1 minute and 50-second mark in her video, look at the difference. It goes from where she's sitting in the doctor's office to in her bathroom, and literally from 1 second to the next, you can see the visible difference, the slimming down of her face and shoulders. It's like 60 pounds was 80 pounds was literally dropped off of her. And that's definitely the filters.
Y'all,
Yep, see right there, a lot rounder. I think this is still kind of filtered, but then watch how much slimmer she
that
looks in
was
the
so
next clip.
weird.
Like, look at that. No cheekbone. Nope.
Okay, guys, so I have been back from my mammogram for
Mammogram. I'm so that makes me want to punch the wall when she says that. My mammogram. Amber, you sound stupid. You sound dumb. You don't sound quirky or special. If you want to act like you're this higher than the rest of us, holier than thou, hoity-toity, super intelligent woman, and we're all dumb, at least try to go out of your way to pronounce basic words correctly.
a couple
I'm just gonna be a petty. I'm just gonna be petty in this video.
hours now. I have literally always been told that it's gonna hurt,
Why do you have your sunglasses on too?
like it's so uncomfortable. And honestly, like it didn't hurt at all.
We already went over this, Amber. It's different for everybody. If it didn't hurt for you, I'm glad. That's good, because you should get them regularly, because your size puts you at risk of more problems and cancers and illnesses. Clearly, you gave yourself cancer, and even though you don't make estrogen via ovaries anymore, excess fat is very hormonally active, and one of the hormones it does release is estrogen. I believe it can. I don't know if it can still do that if she doesn't have her ovaries. I think it can, but yeah, so you're still at risk for these things, girl.
I kind of enjoy like pressure, especially like pressure to my hands while I'm sleeping. I also really like sleeping with my wrists like this.
Well, it's a good thing you do, girl, because you've got so much pressure from the weight of your body, your chest, your abdomen, the fat in your torso, and you've got pressure to spare. So it's a good thing you like it, girl.
How I've always been. Sometimes I'll literally sleep with pillows on top of my body because I also like that type of pressure. So I just like pressure in general, so it didn't hurt at all. I guess maybe the most uncomfortable part would be the fact that like this lady was literally like,
Okay, Amber, you're explaining it. I get it. You're talking about a mammogram, but you don't need to be physically rubbing your boobs and picking them up and flopping those flapjacks around and stuff like that. We don't need to see that. We know a lot of your audience is young, so that's really not appropriate. But she's single now officially, right? So she has to like try to draw attention to all these things and lure in a new victim.
touching my boobs and like making sure it was like on the glass and like, yeah, you like literally lay your boobs.
Yeah, Amber, that's what they have to do, because they have to put it on the thing so that they can actually scan the breast tissue.
Like this, and then it gets smushed. I mean, that's what it does. So they did both. What's good about it is like I didn't have to sit
Both mammogram. She really has pronunciation problems.
there and like wait for days on end for results. They literally tell you if they see something like suspicious.
I can't speak to that or not. No place I ever worked you ever got test results immediately like that, unless you were getting a scan or something in the ER. But as far as like scheduled tests, you usually had to wait, and I haven't had a mammogram yet, so I don't know. It could be like that there. I'm not sure. If you've ever had one, let me know your experience with that in the comment section. Is it an instant results, or did you have to wait? It might be different for each healthcare system or state or doctor. I don't know about that, so I'm not gonna question her about that. I mean, there is a chance, but like I said, that all depends on where you're getting it done.
When you go get the test done, and not many tests are like that, especially like scheduled tests. But I got my results literally immediately, and everything is fine. Thank God.
This woman is a medical freaking marvel. Apparently everything is fine. Her breasts are perfect and healthy. Her A1C is freaking like, one you would be jealous of. She has her blood pressure, everything's perfect. Like I said, I want to see her fasting insulin, her inflammation markers, her liver enzymes, all these deeper dive, her triglycerides. I want to see these more in-depth labs and values and they would show a very, very different story. She's not nearly as healthy as she claims. And I would love to see like a body scan of her, like a DEXA scan or something like that. God, can you imagine? There's a poor human sized petite female skeleton in this woman. She's got to be just hurting.
So I'm sure some of you were like, why'd you even have to go? I noticed it actually after my hysterectomy. My left boob is just bigger than my right one, and it's got worse and worse and worse.
That was 4 years. That wasn't that like 4 or 5 years ago? Amber, why didn't you bring this to the attention of a doctor soon after you noticed it? If you were going and getting your damn follow-ups every 6 months like you claimed with your oncologist, why didn't you tell them? And I wonder, she's so kind of like ignorant because, I mean, this is like not tea or like speculation. Amber did poorly in school. She has a lower IQ. She did very poorly in school. Didn't want to go, didn't pay attention, didn't listen, had a lot of behavior problems. And when she did go, she really struggled. But you think as a woman, you would retain or know or want to know some information about your body. Like, I wonder if she knows that it is normal for women to, like, you always have one breast that is slightly different or bigger than the other one. That's just basic anatomy. I wonder that. But if she had one that was noticeably changing after you're through puberty, that needs to be addressed. She's saying she noticed it started after her hysterectomy and she's just getting it looked at and scanned, what, 4 or 5 years later. This is the dumb stuff she does. This is the laziness. This is why people say, Amber, you can't fool us. You really don't care. Because that, as a woman, and with breast cancer out there, that should be of legitimate, immediate concern.
Worse, I just mentioned it like in passing to my doctor, and he was like,
she mentioned it in passing. She didn't even actually bring it up like, hey, I have this problem. I need it looked at. She said, oh, by the way, my one boob is growing. Jesus.
Or let's definitely get that checked out. But everything is good, which I'm so grateful for. But when I was there, they told me that I should do like a genetic testing because they're kind of shocked that I even got uterine cancer at such a young age.
No, they're not. I don't know if you can see that thing popping up. No, they're not, Amber. Your doctors told you. Like, why does she always try to go and retcon and change the narrative? Your doctors said 100% you might have been genetically predisposed to having cancer. Yes. But your cancer popped up when you were as young as you were because you were super, super morbidly obese, have an absolute diabolically bad diet, complete inactivity. Amber, at one point, I firmly believe, and there is like evidence out there that you were in fact actually for a good year or so physically over 700 actual pounds. Like 572 wasn't your highest, that you were closer to 700 pounds and you've been maintaining in the 600s. I personally think now she's 50, 60 pounds heavier, at least, you guys know that, than what she claims she is. There's no way this woman is 480. I still think she's closer to around between, well, looking at the unfiltered pictures, I think she's probably closer to 550, 580, because when you see the unfiltered pictures, you see just how wide and big around her shoulders and face and head is. The filters do wonders, but yeah, Amber, your cancer was 100% your own doing, and I don't wish it on you. I wish you didn't have it. It was tragic, but you brought it on yourself, and then you never, ever, ever did a damn thing to change it. Look, here we are years later, same issues, same eating problems, same excuses, same freaking weight problems, fluctuating the same 20 or 30 pounds. Like, if you get it again, it's your fault again. because you don't take care of yourself. You didn't care. You didn't go to your follow-ups, and you didn't lose the weight you needed to do to make sure you could get scans and tests and stuff if there was a problem, and you didn't lose weight and you didn't clean up your diet in an attempt to just overall make your body healthier. Just miss me with this shit, Amber.
The genetic testing, they'd be able to tell, like, if I'm what was the word she used? Like, predisposed. Predisposed, Amberlynn. Predisposed. It's not that hard. To, like, getting other cancers. I might get the genetic testing because it's definitely interesting to see. I don't know.
Well, Amber, and like I said, you are prone to so many more problems in general because of what you do to your body.
It's not like something I need to have done, but it'll be good to see. But yeah, it was really quick. The lady who actually did my mammogram, she was probably in her late 20s. And
okay, what does that have to do with anything?
She was just so sweet. And as I was leaving, she was like, I don't want to make this awkward. I'm definitely not hitting on you, but you are really beautiful. And I don't know, it like made my day.
What?
Because she was just like
what? Okay, listen. This shit did not happen. Guys, I worked in the medical field in both the hospital on the floor, then I transferred to the ER. I did a contract at a doctor's office, and I worked on an ambulance, and I also go to doctors, my whole life. This did not happen. This would, like, it would be different if someone was like, you were going in to get, and they were like, oh my God, your hair's so long, it's so pretty. Something casual like that, or I love your purse, Amberlynn, you know what I mean? But like, this woman did not actually sit there and go, I don't want to make this awkward, and I'm not hitting on you, but you're so gorgeous. While she's doing a breast exam on this unclothed female patient. This did not happen. This breaches, like, it's unprofessional, and it didn't happen. And Amber, remember how you showed people where you were at? You very easily now could get this place and this girl doxxed, and she could get in trouble or fired because her boss, thinks that is unprofessional. Like, you can't be sitting there talking about how hot or how beautiful, how like, your naked female patients are, even if you're a woman. This is like, she makes every medical professional and facility she goes to seem so, just pardon my language, fucked up and unprofessional, and they do things you absolutely are not supposed to do on a professional and just ethical, moral level. You know what I mean? This is just ridiculous. This did not happen. Also, I'm sorry, Amber. She tries to tell us she can't do one thing, go one place without somebody talking about just how gorgeous she is, how beautiful she is, how cool and awesome her outfits are, how amazing and cool her purses are, and she just looks so good. She's so pretty. This isn't happening, Amber. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Most people are looking at you because you're a spectacle at your size. And most people are not going to find your super morbidly obese, permanently damaged, deformed, unhealthy body like attractive. And they're not going to say these things and do these things. You can make up these stories all you want, Amber, but we're not just gonna like say one day, oh my God, well, all these people think she's getting hit on so much and she's always told she's pretty. Yeah, she is. She's really sexy and she's really desirable. No, you're not going to make us believe that, because we don't think that way, because we've seen my 600-pound life. We know what you look like under those clothes to a degree. We know and can guess what your legs look like and what they do and how they function. We see your mobility issues. We know the health issues and the ones that are coming down the line. You can't force us to think you're sexy and attractive. It's not going to happen. If you want to be attractive, lose the weight, save the money, and get your freaking skin removal, get your lymphedema and lipedema treated, and then you might be somewhat more attractive than you are now, but it's just a freaking joke.
You have such a pretty face, and I don't know, things like that like mean a lot to me when I'm feeling kind of shitty about myself. Like, I was having anxiety.
Yeah, because you are a narcissist and you think you're the hottest shit and you always want somebody blowing smoke up your butt.
Because I was like, oh my god, there's just something wrong with my breast, and my boobs are all up in her face. Like, it was just
Yeah, perfect okay, so this woman, Amber's naked, her boobs are all up in this woman's face, and this woman is essentially what she's saying hitting on her. Do you see how effed up this is?
a whole thing. So it definitely like just made me feel a lot better. She said that as I was walking out, and I don't know, it was just super sweet. Okay, guys, it is time that we're gonna try these wild protein chips.
This one annoyed me too because I saw a clip about, I heard her talking about these, so I looked these up. I told you already, Amber does not need to be snacking. She doesn't need to be snacking because she's got so much excess weight. And also, how is she still eating all of her meals and snacking if she's supposedly on what, like Ozempic, semaglutide, which is supposed to make people really, really not eat? How does she have so much hunger? And how is she eating through it? And these things, guys, yeah, they may have more protein than a regular chip, but they're still junk. They're still garbage. They're still highly processed. It's still just crap. If you want protein, eat a couple hard-boiled eggs, make some egg whites, eat some chicken, have some tofu in a smoothie. Just there's so many, like some cottage cheese. There's so many better ways to get some protein. Have a protein shake, like Greek yogurt, something like that. So many better choices than eating this garbage.
So it's literally made with chicken breast, egg whites, and chicken broth. This
Okay,
is
so and then here it's like a little dishonest. It's literally made with chicken breast, egg whites, and chicken broth. Like, oh, okay, guys, it's good for me. It's so healthy. Look, I'm making better choices. But if you look, here's my stuff. If we pull this up, these are the ones she got. And I think these are a smaller bag than she has. But if you look at them, these are her sea salt and vinegar wild protein chips. They only have 10 grams of protein per serving. But there's 2 servings a bag in one of those little bags. So the whole bag, which she will eat the whole bag, is 280. It's almost 300 calories, 18 carbohydrates, and only 20 grams of protein. Like I said, you could get more protein better ways, but they aren't just chicken broth, like whatever she said, and chicken. It's actually natural chicken breast, tapioca flour, expeller pressed high oleic sunflower oil, which is a seed oil and it's really inflammatory and not good for you. Maltodextrin, chicken broth, sea salt, vinegar, citric acid, natural flavors, and spices. So the broth and the sea salt and the vinegar are at the bottom of the list. There's no egg whites in there. Did she say that? The top 3 ingredients are natural, probably like the junk parts of the chicken, mechanically separated chicken, tapioca flour, and oil. So, she's being a little disingenuous when she says what she did, and you can make so much better choices. So I'm going to rewind that just a touch.
She said that as I was walking. So it's literally made with chicken breast, egg whites.
Yeah, so there's no egg whites in these things at all. I don't know where she got that. And this is one of the things that annoys me about Amber and why she's losing viewership and why she gets picked apart, because she lies about dumb stuff. Like, she could have very easily said, guys, I know these aren't healthy per se, but it's a slightly better choice and I wanted to try them, so I got some. I'm gonna try them. I know they're not the best. I know I shouldn't be eating them, but I'm just going to give them a go. And you know, she didn't buy just one or one bag. Didn't she get like a big, like family size bag of them or something? It's just, she doesn't need to snack. She doesn't need to be doing that. And how the hell is she if she's supposedly on frickin' semi-glutide?
And chicken broth. This is in the flavor sea salt and vinegar. Like, how could this be bad? For this whole bag is 13 protein, which is
No, Amber, I did the math. I showed those things. It's 10 grams of protein for a serving. So the whole bag is 20 grams of protein.
quite a bit, like for a chip. Like,
But it's almost 300 calories, Amber. And it's not the highest quality protein, and it comes with other bad stuff. Eat a couple freaking hard-boiled eggs. Damn it, Amber.
yeah. So let's try it. I literally
And this is like, I'm sorry I keep stopping, but this is why she will never have success and all these other girls won't, because they are constantly trying to cheat the system and have what they want and find ways to eat the junk and the garbage that they want. So instead of having a regular chip, they're going to have these crappy protein chips. And I'm sure they serve their purpose, not for her. You know, like I said, she should have been trying to actually change her eating habits. Eat an egg, have some chicken strips or something, you know, with some hummus or a little bit of a dressing, have some cottage cheese. There are so many better choices, but no, she wants chips. So she's going to find a way to have, quote, healthier chips.
had to open it in the weirdest way ever, but you know, that's fine. They smell like potato chips because
they're pretty close, Amber.
oh wait, what is this? It comes with a little do not eat pillow pack, contains a harmless absorbent for humidity and odor. Okay.
Well, maybe we should get a few of those, Amber, and stick them under your armpits and your folds. Maybe those would help you. I'm sorry, that was mean. I'm sorry, that was mean.
But yeah, it literally just smells like those potato chips that are sea salt and vinegar. So yeah, they look like this.
Well, like vinegar's an overpowering flavor, and I love it. So that's probably why, Amber.
You guys can get a look in there.
One of the most processed foods you could buy. And of course she's going to like it because it's super salty and vinegary, and it's like a mock potato chip. Of course she's going to freaking like it.
Wow. I think I taste chicken.
What the hell is that? Oh my God, Amber. Of course you taste chicken. It's a chicken chip. What the hell do you think it was made of? Freaking elk? Oh my God.
That is so good.
Of course you think it's good. It's a highly processed, highly artificial sodium filled food. Of course you're going to like it. And that little big eye you did and the little, back and forth wave you did, you shouldn't eat any foods that give you those type of responses because you like them too much. I'm sorry. She's enjoyed food enough for a little bit. She needs to just eat food. She needs to eat for sustenance and not for pleasure anymore. I'm sorry. She can't eat. She shouldn't eat for pleasure anymore because she likes it too much. She has no self-control, no desire to have self-control, and she has to be stricter.
Sea salt and vinegar is like thebomb.com. This kind of reminds me of like if you're cooking chicken and you like get like a little piece of it in like the frying pan or whatever, and it like cooks way longer than the rest of the chicken, and then you like
a crackling, like a dried crackling,
like take a little tiny crispy piece and you eat it. Like it literally tastes like that, but with sea salt and vinegar.
Well, then why don't you just cook some chicken and do that, Amber? Like get some thin slice some chicken and make yourself some chicken jerky. Don't eat these damn things.
Yeah, I can get down with these.
Of course you can, and you will. You'll get down with the whole bag or two. Like, she's going to sit there and eat that whole bag. And like I showed you, that one little bag that won't fill her up is almost 300 freaking calories.
Yeah. And it has like the perfect texture. Like, I love that crunch.
That's why you shouldn't be eating it, Amber.
Okay, you guys, let's literally talk about this whole semaglutide, why I wasn't able to increase it. I know that like rumors will be had. People will create rumors. People will speculate. People are thinking that I'm getting weight loss surgery.
I didn't hear that. Like, who the hell said she was getting weight loss surgery? Because that ship has sailed. That's never going to happen. She will never do anything that actually truly hinders her ability to eat to that degree. Just nobody was speculating that, Amber. People were thinking like, okay, she quit already and she's trying to set up her excuse. That's what they thought.
People are thinking I'm getting my gallbladder taken out. People
No,
are
we
thinking
didn't. No, we didn't, because you said that it looks fine now on a scan miraculously, and they wouldn't put you under unless you were literally having like a crisis with it and it was rupturing, because you are too big for them to risk putting you under for any reason unless it was like a life-threatening situation.
that insurance now wants to cover my semaglutide.
You don't have insurance. I don't believe she has insurance. Do you guys believe she has insurance? I don't.
None of that is the reasons at all. So what happened was a telehealth company, like a credible telehealth company, a very popular one that has doctors and people to help like with your weight, like actual weight loss doctors, the whole nine. They contacted me and they wanted to sponsor me to be an advocate for their company. So I was going to actually start doing semaglutide through their company. I'll be an advocate for them.
Okay, first of all, like, there is so much wrong with this story from like comments I saw. But first of all, the company, like, yeah, you could get a sponsor. You're not an advocate, Amber. That's not what an advocate is. You would be like a representative for them or an affiliate. Like, that's not what an advocate is, Amber. You would be an affiliate or a rep or a sponsored spokesperson. And just who in their right mind, if they love their company, a weight loss company, a company that promotes any type of healthcare, weight loss, why would they reach out to Amberlynn Reid of everybody on YouTube to represent them? But these companies have to do some type of like digging a little bit, right? And it doesn't take long to see that Amber always quits. She's an epic failure. She only gains weight. She has a very poor reputation. She's lies. She's manipulative. She's not somebody that a reputable company would want to have as the face of their company. I'm sorry, she's just not. They would look at her in no time flat and go, okay, you know what? No, we don't want to work with her. She has a bad reputation. We don't want her associated with our product or with our services, just like they wouldn't go to somebody like Foodie Beauty or something like that. It would be like suicide for your frickin' business, right? It would hurt them, not help them. Being associated with Amber would hurt them, not help them. So I find that very, very hard to believe, especially, like I said, a health or a weight loss company. I mean, let's get real, Amber.
Here on my channel. So the semaglutide is actually from the exact same pharmacy that I already get mine from.
Okay, so this company is so is this the med spa, or it's the pharmacy providing her med spa with the semaglutide? Okay.
I knew it was credible because there is a lot of companies making fake Ozempic, fake semaglutide, and that's something that you need to very much pay attention to.
And your med spa would fall into that category, Amber, because it is compounded. It is a compounded semaglutide where they get the ingredients and they mix it. That is not legally, like, officially the legal official semaglutide or Ozempic and stuff like that. So anything compounded from these pharmacies and med spas falls into that category, Amber. So that is in fact what you are getting.
That is scary. Anyways, this is like a well-known, amazing company. And
so why did they reach out to you? I'm sorry. I think that this either didn't happen, you're lying, or they are shady.
I was actually going to be working with them. All my I's were dotted, all my T's were crossed. I even filmed my first video of like introducing this whole thing to my channel. I do want to tell you guys something super exciting. This is actually the reason why I wasn't able to increase my semaglutide dose.
Okay, so this is supposed to be her video explaining, like her first video introducing the company to her audience. Okay.
Like so excited. Oh my God. This is gonna like change my life.
Amber, okay, I'm gonna watch this from the beginning. Amber, first of all, if this is your video, your first video for this collab with this company and introducing this company, this pharmacy, whatever, to your channel, you're like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. You're acting very unprofessional. And I don't think they would like that. Like, why wouldn't you act a little better?
To increase my semaglutide dose. I'm like so excited. Oh my God, this is gonna like change my life and maybe some of y'all's life too. So a credible company reached out to me. They reached out to me.
This is not real.
Because
did you catch that? Did you catch why? It's absolutely not real. I'm gonna rewind it just for a second. I know right off the bat that this is fake. She probably actually wore put on this shirt and filmed this clip specifically for this little ruse she's putting on. But tell me if you catch it.
And maybe some of y'all's life too. So a credible company reached out to me. They reached out to me because they saw how well I was doing on semaglutide.
That's a lie too, because she's not doing well. If you read the comments, you hear people saying, Amber, when your filters fail, we can see how big you are. You're not losing weight. There's pictures posted all over Twitter and the farms and everywhere, videos showing how round and big she still is. She doesn't, okay.
And they wanted me to be an advocate for their company.
Again, okay.
Anyways, you guys get the point.
Okay, so first of all, like I said, you're not an advocate for the company. You would be an affiliate, a representative, something like that, not an advocate. Look at how big and round she looks here. And I'm sorry, for their commercial essentially on your channel, you would not say, you guys, a credible company, she keeps credible. She keeps thinking if she says credible enough, we'll believe it. No, if you were doing the advertisement for the company, like let's just say one that a lot of YouTubers get, like just say like Babbel, okay, the language learning thing. That would be like, instead of her saying, guys, so this Babbel, which is a language learning software, got in touch with me and they wanted to work with me and sponsor some videos and ask me to be an affiliate with them. She wouldn't say, guys, a really credible company wanted to work with me. No, they want you to say the name of their company, of their business. You wouldn't say a credible company. You're saying that because you don't actually have the name of a company, because this didn't happen. And you also would have to act a little more professional, in my opinion, about it. Like, oh my God, guys, oh my God, I'm so excited. It's horrible.
It's actually like 7 minutes long, but there's really no need to watch the whole thing.
Because it's not real.
That I was going to be working with this company and I was super excited.
And also, here's the thing, like I said, she's not losing weight. How could they say she's doing so well when everybody puts up tons of freaking receipts that she's not?
Like, this was going to be really good for me. It was going to help you guys.
You don't care about us, Amber, so stop that.
Because you guys, so many people have contacted me saying that they want to go on semaglutide. And
Why?
It's like, I wanted to help some of you be able to do that. But then I had this weird like feeling in my gut and I started doing research. And in YouTube's terms of service,
okay. First of all, why would you... Okay, so you said basically you entered into this contract with this company. Why wouldn't you like check everything out and make sure it was on the up and up and you could do this before you signed a contract? And once you sign the contract, you're legally bound to that contract, right? Like, wouldn't they require her to go through with it or pay some type of a penalty for breaking the contract literally like a day after she signed it or whatever? And also, this is Amber. Like, okay, so Amber was doing all this, she was all excited, and then just suddenly when she was sitting there, she just started getting these feelings and these concerns. So she did some digging and suddenly something confirmed those confirm those feelings that she can't do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no way she did this and then just suddenly started getting a feeling like, oh, I wonder if this is really okay. I mean, this is such bad storytelling.
Literally says that you cannot promote pharmaceutical drugs.
I did look at this. I was listening to part of Tiny Blue Anthropologist's video on this. There was a part where she looked up the YouTube terms of service, and Amber actually could have done this. She just couldn't say she was actually shilling like Ozempic or something like that, but she could rep the company and their services, and that, you know, they help with weight loss management and stuff like that, because Anna O'Brien partnered literally with Novo Nordisk, the creators of Ozempic. So again, this is an excuse for Amber not to do it. Either she just wanted to make this story up and this is her out, or some company who wants to run themselves into the ground did reach out to her, and then she thought it was cool. She thought, oh, I'll get paid for this, I'll do it. And then she thought about some things and went, oh my God, no, wait, I don't want to do it. And then she looked at this and used this as an excuse to go, oh, hey guys, oh my God, I can't do it. I can't do it. YouTube doesn't allow, and that's my job. Which, if that was the case, I feel like they would say, well, you should have confirmed that before you entered into our contract, and they would sue her, or there would be some type of penalty for breach of contract.
Semaglutide is very much that. I am able to sit here and talk about my journey all day long, but I can't have links at the bottom of my channel directing you guys to go get pharmaceutical drugs.
And also, like Tiny Blue said, you can't push people to get like non-prescription drug. This place, Amber has a prescription for her semaglutide. These places give you a prescription for it, so you wouldn't be hawking a company where you were getting illegally distributed, no prescription needed semaglutide and weight loss meds. So it's reeks. It's all fake. If this happened, this company clearly doesn't do their digging at who they're reaching out to represent them, which makes me question the integrity of said company.
It's not allowed. It's against YouTube's terms of service.
It's not, Amber. It's actually not. The way you're saying it would be, but you're saying that as an excuse to not do it, because at the end of the day, guys, she can't follow through with anything. She doesn't want to follow through with anything. She doesn't want to do work. She doesn't want to be required to say certain things or do certain videos or have certain obligations. You know what I mean? This company would essentially tell her certain things she has to do at certain times, and she would be required to do that, and like a boss, and she doesn't want that.
And that freaked me out, and I felt really bad because I had already signed the agreement.
Well, then Amber, you should be freaking out because you should be getting sued or something for a breach of an official contract
To work with this company.
Like you can't just sit there and go, oh no, I take it back, right? Am I right? Or am I losing my mind?
Everything was perfect. Like, I's were dot, T's were crossed. I was so excited to do this, but I had to message the company and be like, I can't do it.
You can't do that, Amber. And you can't just send them a message, oh, hey, my bad, can't do it, sorry. That's not how the professional world works, Amber.
The longevity of my channel. Like, I cannot risk the chance of losing my channel. Like, this is my career.
Well, your channel has more longevity than you do, girl.
This is my job. This is my livelihood. And it was going to be an amazing opportunity for me. Like, I have been requested to do so many sponsorships.
No, you haven't, Amber. Your reputation definitely precedes you. There is a reason why in all the years on YouTube, you've, never really done any sponsorships. And that channels that only have 3, 4, 5,000 subs are already getting affiliates and sponsorships and stuff because you have a bad reputation. You're a mean, not nasty, lying person with no success as far as your health or weight loss. And people don't want somebody like that representing their company.
I've been on YouTube for 11 years. I think like the sponsorships definitely started coming in, I would say around 6 years ago. And I've never done any.
You would do them, Amber, if they were coming in, because it would be a bragging right for you. It would make you feel more like the celebrity you think you are. And it would be money. And that's one of the things that rules your life. So you absolutely would have taken them.
I have just declined all of them, but this is one that I wanted to take and was going to take and was going to do it. I made the first video for it and I was like,
and they should sue you. They should sue you for breach of contract. That would be funny. Love that for you, girl.
I can't do it. Like, I cannot risk it. I didn't really want to talk about it because like, I feel like not really a failure per se, but it just like really sucks that
you are a failure, Amber, though. You feel you don't follow through with anything. You haven't improved your channel or your life or anything in any way in 11 years.
I wasn't able to do it because I felt like it was the wrong thing to do. And it literally says, like, I have it pulled up on my laptop right now. It literally is underneath healthcare and medicines on the support.google.com. So something I was really excited for.
Well, you could have read that to us, first of all. And second of all, like I said, Tiny Blue Anthropologist looked at it and read it. And the way she explained it and read it, you absolutely could have done it. Anna O'Brien did it. People do this stuff all the time. The only other thing I can think of is if this were true, and this did happen, Amber tried to sign everything or was thinking about signing everything, and they talked to her about it. And one of the requirements, okay, this is just shot in the dark here. One of the requirements would be for her to continue to stay on semaglutide. She would have to keep taking it. She couldn't quit. And she would have to show noticeable, visibly seeable weight loss. She would have to actually legitimately physically lose weight that people could see, that she could prove, that she could get on a scale to show people, honestly, not this ceiling, pointed at the ceiling thing. They probably said, look, you need to lose weight and show. I know your viewers don't believe your weigh-ins, so you need to weigh in at the med spa or somewhere at a doctor's office where you can prove and show that you're losing weight, show unfiltered pictures, visibly drop weight so that people know our semaglutide is good and our services are good and they want to get their products from us. If she couldn't show any actual physical progress and change, it would make their company look bad and people might say, okay, maybe that company's not good. Maybe their semaglutide isn't real. I don't want to get it from them. I'm going to go somewhere else. So it would hurt it. So I think if it was real, they required her, one, to meet certain requirements and make certain videos and do what they said, which she doesn't want to do. And they required her to actually physically have to lose weight, stay on the drug and lose weight noticeably, so she could do progress pictures, full body, progress pictures, and really show people, hey, look I'm huge. I'm this 600, this almost 600 pound huge woman. And look, I've lost 140 pounds with this company's help and semaglutide. And here's the results. And she can't do that. So because she doesn't want to really lose the weight, she's probably trying to find an out to get off of Ozempic. And, she's eating through it. And I think that she just wouldn't be able to do it. She's not ever going to lose any meaningful weight. Guys, I don't care what anybody says. This woman is not 480 pounds. There's no way, like Jordan at the ankle says, she is only 70, 80 pounds bigger than she was in the Crystal era. There's no way. This woman is at least 530, 540 pounds still, because when the filters fail, you see the truth.
And to be a part of that company, I was going to have to start the process of semaglutide over, because
that doesn't matter, Amber. You were only on the lowest dose. So what? You take the low. And also, that doesn't make sense either. If you're already getting your semaglutide from this pharmacy, then you've already got it from them. Why would you need to start it over? You could just continue with your new dose, which is like supposedly the next step up, and start your contract from there. It's not like you were getting it somewhere else and then you had to go and get it from them. You're already supposedly getting it from them. So why would you have to start over? Do you see what I mean? Like, this doesn't make any sense. They would say, okay, you've been using our semaglutide for like 5 or 6 weeks. You like it. It's working. We want you to, we want to have you as an affiliate and just start showing our semaglutide on your channel. There would be no need for you to have to start it over. In fact, that would add to the credibility of it. You could say, I've been using this company's semaglutide for 6 weeks now. I'm seeing progress, and I actually just upped my dose, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it continues to work. Like, it doesn't make fucking sense. And I know I'm rambling, but it's freaking crazy.
They actually prescribed me the starting dose of semaglutide.
Yeah, so like, why would you have to start again?
Obviously, I literally have it in my fridge. Like, I was ready to do it, ready to rumble.
You know what you also have in your fridge, Amber? Chocolate and stuff. And you said you weren't eating sweets anymore.
But I just realized I can't do it. It definitely sucks big time. And a lot of
Amber, that's not how the world works. You can't sign into a legally binding contract and just not look at, like, not do any of the research you need to do and then go, oh, okay, sorry, hey, and not even call them, send them a message. She said she messaged them and said, oh, my bad, sorry, can't do it. No, they would have said, you know what? You should have taken the contract to a lawyer or spoken to other YouTubers who've done this before, somebody who knows what they're doing, or you should have researched and looked at that before you sign the contract. Like, once somebody signs a contract, you're legally bound. I just don't get. Like, I feel like if it was true, she'd be freaking out. Like, oh my God, now I have to pay them, like, or something for breaching of a contract. Like, do you know what I mean? Am I crazy here? I could be. I really could be.
A lot of people were also thinking that, like, I was trying to make excuses for why I was going to stop it.
This is all going to happen too, Amber, because you're not going to continue it, especially if you keep increasing the dose. The more that hinders your ability to eat and to enjoy food when you do eat, it's gonna be gone.
Oh, actually the complete opposite. I was ready to be an advocate for an amazing company.
It's not an advocate, Amber.
And I had to turn it down last minute.
Okay, guys, so it is time for question of the day. It is a little different this time.
Everybody questioned this A1C. I did too. I still don't believe it. I'm sorry. And it's like, I know people go like, you know, why would she would fake it because she wants people to truly believe she is so much healthier and she hasn't done the damage that she's done to her body.
But that's because I am literally just editing this right now and I don't feel like showing my face because I'm not wearing makeup right now.
We see you without makeup all the time, girl. It don't matter. Just run with it.
Oh, so the question of the day is, can you show the A1C with your name? That could be anyone. So yes, I can. Here it is.
If you could, why didn't you do it the first time?
So here it is. I think you'd.
Okay, hold on. Let me look at this. And again, she could easily look at these papers online, pull up one of these sheets, black this out, and type her name in. You know what I mean? Like, you can do this stuff. She could fake this super easily, and people go, oh, why would she? She would. Because she's so desperate to prove that she's right and that she's healthy, and she hasn't done the damage that she's done to her body. But let me look. Vitamin D, bun, urea, glucose, fasting glucose, 98, vitamin D, her vitamin D, she's supposedly been taking a vitamin D supplement. Remember they had her start that when she started the Ozempic, and her value is quite low still. So are you not taking that anymore, Amber? If you've been taking your vitamin D supplement for 5, almost 6 weeks, your vitamin D level shouldn't be low. So she didn't address that. I'm looking. I like blood work and stuff. Okay, but Amber, where's the A1C?
You have to be an actual sick psychopath to fake medical results. But yeah, here they
I don't believe that. Here's the other thing, okay? And I know from working in the medical field or having medical paperwork done, having to sign my stuff for my son, and just life, your medical documents, your medical information, you're put into the system, you know what I mean? So they can look it up when, if you go to this hospital or that hospital or your doctor and then the hospital, they give your information to your insurance companies and labs and scanning places where you get tests done. It's all a big system, and you get a patient number, and they can look you up by the patient number, by the ID, and your basically your name and social security number and your insurance and all that. Those are like important things that have to be accurate. And I think she faked this because it says up here, and I've been to Quest Diagnostics, and they have her name as Reid, Amberlynn. And she's like dumb. She forgets. Her name is not Amberlynn Reid. Her name is Amber, first name, middle name, Lynn, surname, Reid. So this would say Reid, Amber, or Amber L. We can put notes in people's chart. Oh, patient prefers to be called Amberlynn or something like that, which it wouldn't even be a big deal, just Amber. Like, you know, I could say, my name is Christine. I prefer to be called, patient prefers to be called, you know, Chris or whatever, if I go by a middle name or something like that. But this is a legal document. It would not have the name that she's assumed and created for herself on YouTube. It would not say Reid Amberlynn. It would say Reid Amber space L or Lynn, because Amberlynn, all one word, is not her first name. Legally, it's not her first name, and they need to be able to look this stuff up, because if they put her name in like this, but then she went back to her doctor or to another hospital and they tried to look up Amberlynn Reid, Amberlynn, one word, it might not come up because her name is actually Amber and she should be in there as Amber, and they should try, it should match your social security card and your like legal IDs and stuff like that. So I just don't, I don't believe this purely because of that, because you can look up a paper like this and then go into your pictures or Photoshop and just type in the name and block some stuff out really quickly. Like this stuff, like she blacked out here between the vitamin D and the basic metabolic panel. Why is that blacked out? What is there? That shouldn't be personal information that needed blacked out. Why did you, it doesn't make sense. And it says 12, 27, 90. I don't know. If this is really hers, she should request that her name get fixed, because if they needed these results quickly and they look this up, they might not be able to find it. It's like, it's for your own good. Anyways, I'm rambling.
psychopath to fake medical results.
Amber, you are a little bit psycho. You fake a lot of stuff. And again, here, look, page 1 of 2, again, it's on there wrong again. Amberlynn Reid. Like they wouldn't put it in there like that. They wouldn't. I don't think they would.
But yeah, here they are. I had them emailed to me.
Anyways, I think she really, really lied a lot in this video. She makes, I'm so tired of her making medical people look bad. I'm sorry. This was ranty, ragey, more than I thought. Let me know what you think in the comments about the whole situation with the girl acting inappropriately at the doctor's office with the A1C results. And let me know what you think about this whole sponsorship thing. Do you agree with me? Do you think that something else might have been going on? Any idea what the company might be, who the company might be? Let me know all the things. I appreciate you watching and listening to me just go off, and I'll get this edited and uploaded, and I will see you in the next video.